Insurgency in Balochistan. Balochistan province is seeing a surge in deadly attacks, fueled by demands for independence and control over local resources. The Balochistan Liberation Army (BLA) claimed responsibility for a series of deadly attacks in Pakistan's southwestern Balochistan province on Monday, resulting in at least 70 deaths, including 14 soldiers. The coordinated assaults targeted police stations, railway lines and highways. In the deadliest incident, BLA militants took control of a highway and shot dead at least 23 people, mostly laborers from the neighboring Punjab province, in what the province's chief minister described as execution-style shootings. Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif said that the separatists wanted to disrupt China-Pakistan Economic Corridor (CPEC) development projects that aim to expand Beijing's presence in Pakistan and across Central and South Asia in order to counter influence from the United States and India in the region. Sharif vowed retaliation for the violence, which coincided with a visit from a top Chinese general to the Pakistani capital, Islamabad. Beijing has heavily invested in the region through the CPEC, part of Chinese President Xi Jinping's flagship Belt and Road Initiative (BRI), to reach markets in the Middle East, Europe, Africa and beyond. Alarming escalation. Analysts view the latest coordinated attacks as alarming due to their unprecedented scale and intensity, raising serious concerns about the security impacts. These are extremely significant attacks because of their scale, in terms of number of fatalities, the geographic scope of the attacks, and the wide range of targets, both civilian and security. Michael Kugelman, a South Asia expert at the Washington-based Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars. Kia Baloch, a journalist and commentator who has extensively covered Balochistan, said that Monday's attacks marked a new level of seriousness due to their meticulous planning and coordination. This indicates that the use of force by the state in Balochistan in the last 2 decades is not effective. It is backfiring and worsening the situation. Attacks tarnish image of protest movements. During this time, various peaceful rights movements in Balochistan have gained mass support. They campaign for the civil, political and socio-economic rights of the Baloch, and have galvanized massive protests across the province through rallies. We fear that in countering the new wave of violence, the state will also target our peaceful movement, Hidayat Rahman Baloch, an activist from Gwadar, a port city in Balochistan with massive Chinese investment. The attack on dissent will further deteriorate the situation. The military attacks should be on the terrorists who are operating in the organized attacks and spreading violence, he added. Analysts fear that peaceful activists will bear the brunt of these attacks and any retribution from the Pakistani government. I fear that if Islamabad initiates a major crackdown in Balochistan, and it likely will, then peaceful activists and any peaceful government critics could get caught up in it, Kugelman underlined, adding that there's a risk of Islamabad using counterterrorism imperatives as a pretext to crack down on peaceful dissent. It wouldn't be the first time this has happened, but it would add to an especially tense situation in Balochistan given both the threat of militancy and growing anti-government sentiment resulting in large public peaceful protests in recent months, Kugelman stressed. I think the government has been attempting to link peaceful Baloch activists with militants for quite some time now, so I understand that such attacks will definitely be used by the government, Baloch said.